Hello everybody, Carl Iglesias with the preferredagentteam.com. Hope everybody's doing well today. It's no secret that the market has heavily favored sellers throughout the last year, but that's changing. Okay, recently we've seen signs of the market cooling off, causing homes to be listed for longer and prices slowly starting to settle down. While it is still a seller's market, the window for buyers may be opening. Okay, buyers and sellers alike, will need to adjust their expectations and embrace the changes, and there will be some as these interest rates keep rising. Okay, of course, we're always here to help, ensure that you're set up for success. So, to start, we're going to share some tips with you on navigating this market shifting, and if you're buying a home, and what your strategy should be if you're considering selling. Okay, but before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, it's undeniable that the real estate market has been hot for the last couple of years. Okay, with low inventory across the board and high competition, among buyers. However, the market now seems to be making a shift. Okay, after 3 years, the inventory of homes for sale has finally increased for the first time since June of 2019. With newly listed homes up 6.3% nationally compared to a year ago, while sellers are still, listing at rates, 6.4% lower than the pre-pandemic years from 2017 to 2019. The market is still in the process of making major shifts. It's still a seller's market right now, but for how much longer? Okay, as a first-time home buyer or even a seasoned home buyer, it's important to keep up with the shifting market trends in order to secure a successful transaction. So, the market is shifting, and we're here to help you. So, what does the shifting market look like? We're going to get into that. Okay, so here we go. In May 2022, Realtor.com released some housing data that revealed some major turning points in the market. In terms of inventory, the data showed that the number of active home listings entering the market, like I said before, has been higher since 2019. The inventory of active home listings increased, just over 8% over the past year, amounting to about 38,000 more active listings on the market compared to May of 2021. While having more homes on the market is good for buyers, homes are still spending less time on the market compared to last year, and home prices are still rising. The market is definitely shifting, but not necessarily in the buyer's favor. Not just yet. Interest rates are still continuing to rise. These rising interest rates, coupled with all-time high listing prices, have increased the cost of financing 80% of the typical home by 48% compared to a year ago. In addition to rising prices, newly listed homes, are larger. In May 2022, the share of newly listed homes less than 1,750 square feet declined from around 47% to 45%. In comparison, the share of newly listed homes more than 1,750 square feet increased from around 52% to 54%. This may cause frustration for first-time home buyers, because while more homes are being listed on the market, many are larger and more expensive. For example, the national median listing price for an active listing back in May of 22 was $477,000. This is up 17.6% compared to May of 21, and up 35.4% compared to May of 2020. All right. So, how do you navigate and shift, in this market as a buyer? Follow this tip. Okay, so tip number one is get in touch with an expert agent. Okay, you want to get in touch with a local expert who knows the market, because they're the ones that are best to help you, okay? But besides that, number two, super important, know your budget, okay? With rising mortgage rates, and increased home prices, it's essential, to do your homework and plan what you can truly afford in advance. In a seller's market, you should be prepared to pay at least asking price, okay? And we see that mistake a lot, with the buyers. They still think they can negotiate down. This is not the market for that. It can be done, but it's rarely done right now. So know your budget, okay? And the second thing is stick, with this is stick to that budget, okay? Don't overspend, even if you think you can. We see this a lot. You want to make sure that you get pre-approved ahead of time. Before you get out there and before you start looking, get pre-approved so you know what your buying power is. It's the best thing to do. We see this mistake a lot. Buyers will start looking, they'll find the perfect house, then they'll start the pre-approval process, only to find out they can't even make an offer on it, okay? So get pre-approved first. And then the third thing, as a buyer navigating this shift, okay, you got to be flexible and patient, okay? Navigating today's market shift, it's important to be flexible, okay? There will be there's going to be undoubtedly, tongue twister, ups and downs, okay? And you need to be prepared for that, and your agent will help you through it, okay? Because they've been through this as well, okay? It's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be fun, but that's what your agent's there for, to help and guide you through it, okay? So always reach out to your local expert, okay, if you need help. That's what they're there for, okay? Now, as a seller, shifting, this shifting market, you have to be careful as a seller, and we're going to get into that, okay? So, and here's a tip for you. Again, as with buyers, you want to make sure that you contact an experienced agent to help you with the sale of your home. It's crucially important, okay? You want to work with a trusted local real estate expert who's experienced, okay? Even during the seller's market, it's important to work with a real estate expert, okay? And a local expert will be able to give you the most up-to-date information on the market, help you navigate the stressful contracts, and help you negotiate a better deal. That's what they do for a living. They negotiate for a living, okay? And they've been through this before. So you want to make sure that you get together with a professional who knows how to negotiate, who's got your best interest at heart, and who's going to fight to get you top dollar for your house, okay? And the second tip, as a seller, navigating through this shifting market, we always advise that you get a pre-inspection before putting your house on the market. It's so important, because what happens is when a buyer makes an offer, okay, you accept the offer, and they typically come back with a laundry list of things that they want you as the seller to take care of, okay? Knowing what these things are in advance is going to help give you the leg up on negotiations, okay? Because if your agent is on their game, they've priced the house accordingly, and those shouldn't be an issue, okay? Unless they're major things like, structural and safety. Again, if your expert, agent knows what they're doing, everything should be priced accordingly. It shouldn't be a problem. But we always recommend get a pre-inspection. It's going to help you in the long run, okay? All right, because what's going on is the buyers are coming in, they're making offers way over list, and they're expecting to hammer you down, okay? Be prepared for that. That's a tip right there that you want to remember, okay? So look, the market has favored sellers for the past couple of years, and while the shift in this market, is occurring constantly, the good news is that there are more active listings in the market today than last year. So, whether you're a seller or a buyer, the best way to navigate is to stay on top of the market shift, and that's what we're here for. If you need us for any reason, feel free to reach out. Again, call Iglesias with the preferredagentteam.com. Our information is always in the description box below. Feel free to reach out. We're here to help. So again, if you haven't already done so, Don't forget to like and subscribe. We really appreciate it. Till next time, we'll talk to you all soon. Peace out.